Coach Brady, that got out of hand? Just what are you even trying to take from what you saw tonight?
Well, you can't take much from a game like that. You can say some things that fall under the category of coach speak. We got beat in every area of the game tonight. There were some missed shots. I thought that deflated us a bit, but they took it to us. I mean, it's just as simple as that. You just felt like they had way more purpose in their physicality than we did. I thought that bothered us a bit. But as far as taking anything away from the game, like there wasn't much to take from that. That was not what we've been used to around here. And not many times have I felt that way about a game, where I just felt like we physically didn't handle the hands-on bodies or whatever it was, and then we just missed so many shots. I think we started out like 1 for 15 from 3 or something like that, and that was, and then they were hitting shots. I mean, they had first 3 quarters 31, 38, 35. We just didn't play defense to the level that would at least give us a chance. And it wasn't like they were running tricky stuff. I mean, they got a number of and ones. I think they had 7 free throws in the first half. I'm not quite sure, but it seemed like there was at least 3 or 4 and ones, And so those plays against a team like that's switching, you allow them to get a bucket and stop the game so they can set their defense. So overall, it's just an unbelievably tough night.
Usually, for them, the hustle plays, they got the second shot, they got the
50-50 balls. They were first to the ball all first half and even into the third quarter. And it's something that just, for me, I scratch my head because we typically come up with a few of those. Even on a tough night, we get a few of them. It didn't seem like we could come up with any of them tonight. And again, man, credit to them. They played their game. We didn't play ours.
What made you pull the starters when you did?
It just wasn't going anywhere. It was pretty evident. A couple of coverages that we typically execute, we weren't even close in the third quarter. And so I just pulled the guys.
Monty, speaking to the staples of the program, you guys almost always respond to losses well with your stuff. Anything different about tonight or whatever?
Nah, I mean, you could point to stuff, but that would just be excuses. For whatever reason, we just didn't have it.
You've used that phrase like sore loser kind of in a positive most of the time. What was the vibe like?
I thought we had a good juice today, even in the shoot around this morning. Again, the lack of shot making early, I thought, deflated us, and we just can't do that. You have to be able to overcome that. Usually your defense can make up for that. We didn't have either shot making or a high-level defense on the floor.
Talking about the deflating, missing shots, it's unable to kind of get it going early. Is there anybody else that you kind of look to? Or
Book and Mikhail had, tough nights. Mikhail had a few open shots early. He couldn't knock those down. It happens. But to your point, we have to be able to do something else in a different environment when those guys can't. Because I put a lot of pressure on Book. I mean, you can't have the cape on every night, And Mikhail had some shots from the corner. He typically knocks down. We just didn't have it tonight.
Did it kind of affect your defense as well?
Yeah, because you're playing with you're missing those threes. It's an outlet sometimes, and they got out in transition early. That's what they were doing. They were playing one-on-one or trying to get to the rack in transition.
Seemed like Chris physically was moving the way we used to.
He was a lot better than I thought. That's a tough intro back into the league, to play against a team that's just coming off the finals, a finals run, and you could see it. They had a purpose. They're chasing something. And we are too. We just didn't execute and achieve the things that we wanted to have a chance tonight.
Yeah, you pride yourself identify yourself as a pace team, but you had to play at theirs, and they scored most of their points in the half court, and number one in the half court scoring. So what can you take away from this moving forward?
Well, the ball, if you look at the way we played in San Antonio, like that's how we have to play. We got to make teams chase the ball. I thought their switching bothered us a ton, and the ball didn't move. And then we missed shots. Even when the ball did move, we didn't knock down the shots when they presented themselves. So, again, unbelievably tough night.
Coach, I just have to ask the question.
Sure.
The way Monday went in Dallas on the road and then coming home tonight and playing this way and getting deflated both times by making shots while the other team is making them, it feels like the last two games of the playoffs the last year. I just felt like I got that same vibe. Maybe it's just because I was sitting there watching it.
I mean, I can't say that I had that vibe because I'm not thinking about that, but I could see how you could, pull that from your memory bank. But I just didn't. I just feel like we just didn't play well. It's two totally different situations. I mean, based on how we played in San Antonio, you wouldn't think that we would have, played this way the last two games, but it happens. But I can't go that deep and, try to compare the two, but I could see how you did that.
Any takeaway from Tasha's performance tonight?
He's been great. I got to find minutes for him. The shot making was cool, but his competitive nature, his physicality, he doesn't give up on plays. I thought his last block shot was just a signature play, and the bottom line is I got to find minutes for him.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.